This is Adobe After Effects. Basically, just going to run through quickly how to achieve the effects and stuff like that. Just quickly run through it because it's explaining a lot better than writing it down. Here we got. This is a slightly different shot of what we used in our trailer of the headshot bit. But you can see it's basically the alleyway, run through, and then the headshot. Oh, I've just quickly done this, but I'll go back to the start and show you. But you got your basic layers. This is your video layer, and then I'll explain what this one is. And this one's the blood layer. So if I double click it, this is basically what you're seeing on the screen. This is part of the Action Essentials. I mean, there's loads. I'll just show you some more quickly. There you go. This is another one. You can get just about to see that. There we go. I know there's like a big demo thing across the middle of the screen, so I'm trying to drop it down here. There you go. So yeah, I'll quickly just run through it and how it's done. So if I start again, what I've done is get rid of that, and we get rid of that. There we go. It's just basic footage. I've adjusted the lighting a bit because it's a bit grainy. The lighting wasn't the best, but it's the best we could have done with what we had. So you just went on to effects, so highlight the layer, went on to effects, and you got your colour corrections, you got all your toners, your mixers, your balance, all your levels, stuff like that. There's loads of different stuff you can do. It's like stylising. You can turn the video into like a mosaic. You can make it glow. You can add text over the top. You can add a timer. There's loads of stuff you can do really. Some of the crazy stuff you can do. You can make the whole thing like foam, stuff like that. You can have foam coming over it. You can put synthetic rain, stuff like that. So then I inserted the blood folder. There's all your different ones I've just showed you, and I've picked this one. This is for the splat on the wall after the blood has just been shot, kind of thing. What you do is you take footage, you go layer, new, and null object. This is like nothing at the moment, and then you like use it. So what I've done is I've got the clip, the null object. Well, I renamed that as tracking because we've got a motion tracker point on the wall. Because I'll show you. So if I insert the blood, so if I put the blood back on, see the blood there. I mean, it's not a very good clip. We didn't actually use this clip, but I thought it'd be different. If I just show you, like if you see, the blood just follows down the wall, just there. Like it follows just a path down the wall, and it doesn't stick to the wall, and it just doesn't work at all. But then if I show you with the motion tracking on, you can see how it sticks to the wall there, almost as if it actually is there. It makes the footage look a lot more real. I mean, this is just quickly done, but you can see like how it's actually sticking to the wall. And you can change all the colours and out of the blood. It doesn't look very real there, all in the effects. That's just due to the lighting, really. Show you how to get there then. So what you do is you go on. If I just get rid of that. So you go layer, new, null object, and you want to rename that tracking. It's to make any difference like why, but like I just do it so I know what I'm doing. Like, I know. I've just named it rename. So you know what you're doing, you don't get mixed up the layers. And your blood splats at the top. So I've got your tracking layer. This is what you're going to use to track a point. So what you want to do is, you want to go on the clip, your main video clip, press track motion, and it will launch up this little track point. This is an adjustable box. It's like a magnifier. So if I go like that, there you go. Find a point on the wall that stands out. That point there stands out. But you need to find a point really where nothing else can. So if I go to the next brick up, the jack's not gonna cover any of that, so it's not gonna lose any of the tracking points. And just hone it down a bit like that. And then what you want to do is find a bit of part of the action that you want to. There we go. So I want to start the tracking there. And what you want to do is make sure you want to make sure that's you want to make sure that the target is on the null object, which I've called tracking. And you press analyze. And the analyze, you press play, and you can see the box there following that point on the wall as the clip goes. You just wait for that to analyse, and then what you want to do is you press stop when you're done, and that'll bring up there the line where that point has followed the screen. Then what you do is really you'll have inserted your blood layer. Afterwards you scale it down to where you want it, and then I forgot to press. You press apply, and you bring up X and Y. You press yes, and then what it'll do then is put a little box there. That's just where you've tracked, to be honest. And then you insert your blood. You can see the blood there, and it hasn't been like that's still following the wall there. That's still following the clip here. It's not really. It's like not worked at the moment. So what you do is the null object. This is the tracking. So what you want to do is you want to pair, because you've targeted the motion tracking for this tracking layer. You parent it up. You parent the blood layer up with the line of which the tracking is followed. So now that blood layer will follow the line. So if we just show you that now, the blood will go on the wall, and there you go. It'll stay on the wall like that. And that's basically how we create that first effect on the wall. And then we struggled on the next one really. We had nothing to follow Jack's head down with, because you can see it's just this little bit here. So we changed the clip. If you look in the clip, there's more face. You see the face there. There's more face in it on the real clip. But we had an exit wound on the back of the head. Try and find one that's all right for this. Just try and quickly find one to show you. See what this one's like. Yeah, so if we use that one quickly, I'll just show you where we got some, because then we started layering it up with different ideas. So what we did then, we just drag this layer. This is the blood layer. This is the exit wound. Rename that exit wound so you can see what I'm doing. You probably won't be able to see what I'm doing anyway, because that massive demo thing across the screen. And that one's wall. So you can see all the layers we've got here. This is the original, this is the actual just footage. So you can see all the layers there. I'll move that down, just make sure you can see it. So yeah, we come up here and then you'll see, here we go, that's the new layer we put in here. So you want to scale that down. The blood's not very realistic there. So if you go on to colour correction, you can go on stuff like brightness and contrast. Because we did get some comments on the feedback saying that it wasn't very realistic. Like, well, it is and it isn't. Like, the blood doesn't look right, but it's very hard to get a realistic look with this sort of lighting. If that makes sense. So if I just go and rotate this layer, which you do by pressing W while it's highlighted. You see that's highlighting it. Put it there. I mean, it's not going to be perfect at all, like, because I'm just doing it quickly. But then you can basically see how that'll come together. You see the blood and the splat on the wall, and then when he goes down, that blood splat's gone and the splat on the wall staying. It's completely the same, like the same technique for the muzzle flash. You just pick a point to follow, you insert the muzzle flash, you scale it down, you put it on the edge of the gun. Time it right, so you'd insert it here, for right there, and put it on here on the timeline. And motion track it so it just shoots up with the gun. And then